Been getting some pretty great reactions to this movie, haven't you?
Yeah. People are responding well to it.
Did you know that immediately? Is this something that you guys always have a sense of before you go in or while you're making it?
I liked it a lot. But I've liked a lot of things a lot that other people didn't respond at all well to. But as soon as I saw it with an audience, I knew pretty well that it was... I knew that it was working all right. And I think I had a sense of it while we were making it, that it was working all right. But, you know, I tend to be pretty selfish about that. I don't really think very much about whether other people are going to like it or not. I tend to just see if I like it.
But I'm sure you give a better performance. You're not worried about other people, and it's just about the character.
Yeah, I'm not really worried about other people. Yeah. I mean, I'm worried about whether the director is happy and whether the other actors are happy and whether I'm happy and the people who are going to be paying me are happy. And beyond that, I don't really have to concern myself with anyone else. Yeah. And then if people end up responding well, then that just seems like a tremendous bonus. Because they're not always going to. And so if you rely on that for satisfaction, you're going to spend so much of your time so dissatisfied.
Yeah. But you and Maggie put yourselves out there on this one, don't you think? That you really kind of, as actors...
I don't have a sense of that, because I don't know what other actors do. I don't know what other actors do very much, and I don't know the sort of commitment that other actors make in films. I sort of, to a certain degree, I live a little bit in a vacuum in terms of the work that I do. My exposure to the film business tends to be what I work on. And I see films, but I don't see many films. And I don't consider myself, you know, it all has to do with temperament. You know, if you have the right temperament for this piece of material, then it doesn't require you to go places or do things that you aren't comfortable doing. And that doesn't necessarily mean that it's not difficult and without effort, and it doesn't necessarily mean that it just means that you're willing to live with that difficulty and that effort. And the ways that this piece of material and other pieces of material that I've worked on, the ways that they have been challenging for me to do, I've appreciated and I've enjoyed. Yeah. So they don't seem quite so much like work. Acting's pretty easy stuff, I think.
For you it is. For a lot of people it isn't.
Well, as I said, it's a matter of temperament, really. I mean, it's a matter of temperament. I've done a lot of other jobs, and acting's pretty easy.
What did you love, though, about this character in the story that you thought, I got to do this?
Well, you know, I'm fascinated by all things having to do with relations and physicality and erotica and how that comes into our everyday life and our interaction with other people and ourselves. I'm fascinated by that, and I guess this indulged me in those curiosities.
Do you have to like a character that you're playing? Did you like this guy?
I did like him. I don't have to like somebody, I have to understand them. And I guess through understanding you find, no, I take that back. You don't have to like the person, I don't think, or I don't have to. But I have to understand them. And I understood him.
You could relate.
And he I liked.
Yeah. I felt sorry for him.
You did?
Well, what you did, you made me feel sorry for him. You made me feel...
You didn't really feel sorry for him, I don't
Slightly.
think.
I think I did.
No, I think probably what you did is you probably saw something that you wouldn't mind touching, and that you don't mind... Maybe you did feel sorry for him. I never did, so I'm surprised by that if I hear that in someone else. I don't feel sorry for him, I think, but he touched me, and he touched my heart in a way that but I saw that he had the capacity to find his way through it, and therefore he didn't need my sympathy at all. And I don't think he needs the sympathy of others. He just needs care, and so did she, and so they were so right for one another that way, because it was the right sort of care that they were able to sort of give one another, you know. And also he made me laugh, and so I found that endearing. And I'm not gonna. I don't need someone who makes me laugh. They don't need my sympathy. They have something that is. I think he was all right. I think he was all right. He was struggling desperately, but he really is struggling desperately. But he was still struggling, you know, and I'd feel sorry for him as soon as he stopped struggling so much.
Let me just ask you real quick.
If he was just going to give up, then I'd feel awful. You know?
And real quick about Maggie.
Yeah.
She just seemed perfect in this role.
Yeah.
On screen, so natural.
I thought she was just right for it.
Does she have it? Does she have that longevity for this business? Does she have that amazing? Does she have that little?
I just know Maggie is. You know, I just know Lee, and I don't know. I have no idea about longevity, or you know, I don't know what any of that is.
But she's got the talent.
I think she's a wonderful actress, and I think she's. And beyond that, I don't know anything. I don't know anything about how the business works, or how careers work, or how any of that works. I just know that she is wonderful in this film, and she is committed to it and cares a tremendous amount about her work. And that speaks for a lot. Whether there's respect paid for that in a conventional sense, I don't know.